And we're back. Another week, another dollar. Call it what you want to call it. It's Coffee Morning Laughter. It's your girl, heels. That's our Kelly. He's cancelled.
He's cancelled.
I know.
And it's Michelle. Hey, guys.
Oh my God, guys. So we're back. Show, how are you?
I'm all right, you know.
Great.
Today.
Excited. Why were you excited?
Because it's another one of our specials, baby.
Michelle, I'm not your baby.
Oh, my
and this
goodness.
is not Whitney Houston, yeah? And this is not the kind of party that I'm in. Please, yeah?
Shut up.
Respect me, yeah? Respect me. Now, we're back here this week, and we're back with our entrepreneur segments that we've been talking about. This is our entrepreneur special, and it's another man.
Yay.
Yeah? There's a man in the midst. Can I say it's raining men?
No.
Okay, there's only one man.
It's not
yeah?
that kind of podcast, Jules.
Sorry. Because I'm looking at him and he's got the muscles and...
Hey, can you see them? Ping, ping.
Wow, yeah, it's all happening, yeah? But literally, we've got one of the best photographers that I know, yeah? If not the best photographer that I know, yeah? His name is, I won't say his real name, but I'll give you his, well, product name, Dudu. Dudu's got girls, as I know him, yeah? That's how I met him, and that's how I've known him. But, has he really got girls, yeah? Welcome to the Coffee Morning Laughter. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, it's lovely having me here. My name is actually Ola, but I think my mother actually calls me Dudu now.
Is it?
Yeah, mom calls me Dudu now because everyone is just so used to the name. Some people don't even know my real name anymore, except people that are very close to me. So it is Dudu.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I picked that name actually.
We're going to get to that, yeah? Now, I want you to kind of like tell the listeners what it is exactly that you do. Because I'm sure people heard me say photographer and they're thinking, hang on a minute, I've got an iPhone myself, yeah? And I do great selfies.
Well, that's true. Well, that's good. I mean, right, how do I put this? So, I'm a beauty portrait photographer and a wedding photographer.
Okay, a beauty portrait photographer and a wedding photographer.
Yes.
So Michelle, you've been married, so he'll do my wedding.
Yes. Thank God's grace.
I'll give you beauty.
Well, yeah, come on, Michelle's looking great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, guys.
You see how we're sliding in here? Because Dude's got girls.
He hasn't got girls, he's got one girl.
Listen, that's his hashtag, yeah? And this guy is telling us that he has got girls, yeah?
Well, there's a reason why.
And we're going to get to that because it's a really cool hashtag, yeah? And, you know, it's worked wonders.
Yeah. Your page is beautiful. I'm not going to lie, I went on your page just before this, the Instagram page, and it's absolutely stunning, the whole layout and everything. So
thank you.
If that's where Dudu's got girls from, I'll co-sign that one. Okay. I like that one.
I
got it straight away.
The assignment.
Oh, please! She understood the assignment. Look at this, American Nigerian English. I'm hearing you. Yeah. No, but for real, bro. Yeah. Right. I mean, I've known you for a number of years now. Yeah. And you've taken some pictures of me. And you sent them through. Went to that wedding when I met that crazy man.
Oh, yeah.
we
won't get into that. We won't get into that another time.
But you took a picture of me, and I thought it was one of the best pictures I've ever actually had taken.
Really?
Yeah, it was so beautiful. It was just like the whole day was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and then I thought the work was your work is intense.
Yeah,
because you deal with weddings, and that's people's most like
precious day.
Yeah. I mean, you had a wedding photographer.
Yeah.
How was your wedding photographer?
He made the day. What I'll say is, when you get a wedding photographer, I think it's one of the most important investments that you make in your wedding.
You just nailed it right there. Yeah. On a real. You see the word investment?
I'm telling you.
Can you say that again?
I probably it's definitely by far out. I look at my wedding because I look at my wedding photos and my wedding video. Yeah. Number one, I wasn't even sure I was going to get a wedding video, but my wedding photographer told me make sure you get one, and I got one. Right. The best decision he made me take. But looking at my photos, imagine if I saw them photos and they were just off or wrong.
Yeah.
Like in the nicest way, you have your memories in your head of your wedding.
Yeah, of course.
But in 50 years, by God's grace, when we look back
with the grandkids,
all I'm gonna have is my photos.
I think you really went right in.
She finished the podcast.
Honestly,
go home, guys. Goodbye. Good night. Well done.
It's an investment, and I think
the biggest.
You know, is the biggest, to be honest. And I try to remind, especially when I'm talking to wedding bride and groom, that you spent so much on your dress, you spent so much on your venue, food, all of this stuff.
Because I'm naive, I want to know, how much does it normally cost for a wedding for a photographer?
Right. It can cost from getting a wedding photographer as a £200 to £10.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly.
So I want to know specifically, what does Dudu
charge?
Yeah.
What's your range?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for me, the way I've kind of, because all right, let me put it this way: I didn't go into weddings straight away.
Backstory.
Yeah,
you like
backstory. So when I go into photography, because I'm actually a senior geologist by profession.
What?
A geologist.
Please tell people them know.
Yeah. I'm a geologist. I'm a consulting geologist. So
a geologist.
She's so ass.
What is a geologist? A geologist.
Right. Okay. Let me put it this way: you get on trains every day, yeah.
Yeah.
For that train line to be there, some background work has been done. Ground investigation, testing the soil.
Are you the men in all them orange suits on the train lines?
You probably think I'm a bean man if you see it on a normal day.
He looks rough, honestly.
I look rough.
It does. It looks rough.
That's why I'm always like I look rough on a normal day.
Yeah,
it looks really rough.
You when you see
on the lines with the orange and the goggles.
On the goggles with the
I see
helmet.
them. Shills can't talk because she don't take public transport, but I see you guys.
I see them.
You know, so that's what I do on a normal day. I work for myself. You know.
Contractor.
Yeah, okay. But photography, you know, is something that came in during kind of a phase in my life where I was very depressed. And I remember at the time, and that's why when people do come to me and go, why did you get into photography? And I'm very quick to tell people, I didn't get into photography because of the business side or the money.
Yeah.
I got into photography because I was depressed, you know what I mean? And, my mother asked me at the time, what do you like? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I said,
photography.
Wow. And she bought me a camera.
Oh, wow.
What was your first camera?
That's a good one. A Canon 50D.
Do they still make them?
No, they don't make them.
Wow. Just like Jay-Z.
I
make this good.
I was, you know what?
J. Cole, actually.
On that, I was talking to a photographer yesterday on Instagram Live, and he's actually kept his old camera throughout. And I thought to myself, I should have done that because I sold it because it means a big part of me.
Yeah. I'm just saying, maybe your future wife.
I know, right? Him.
And say, as a wedding present,
as a wedding gift,
get him that camera
that
he loved.
You know
I'm telling you.
You don't need
Listen back to the podcast for what it was called again, okay?
So that's how I got into photography.
Because I was thinking in my head as well. Sorry to say, Julie, you must make money, so you didn't do this for the finances.
No. And this is why I'm very quick to tell people that am I comfortable with my day job? Well, yes, I am. If you get what I mean. So if you pay me, you're not paying me because I'm just coming to probably take your portrait or shoot your wedding. I'm coming because
you want to be
I
there.
have passion.
Yeah.
It's like when I look at wedding day, this is like the most important day of both of your lives.
It really is.
And I tell people this: even if you get married the next day, it's not the same as that day. You know what I mean? So I need to tell the story as I see it on the day. So that's how I go into photography.
Do you know what amazes me? When I saw your photos, I swear there's something about photographers. I think I don't want to call them magicians, but they just have an eye. They see me and you could look at the same thing, but the way you will capture it is so different, and you will make it look so much more beautiful than these brown eyes.
I agree and disagree.
Do you believe in the statement, beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Yeah, art is subjective. Art is very subjective.
Yeah, so art is subjective.
You know, I can create something now and you will look at it and go,
no, this ain't it.
And I'll look at it and go,
but I think I'm more talking about I can take a photo.
Yeah.
And it won't look the way you take that photo. So I can take a photo of this mic in front of me, and it will just look bog standard.
No, I understand.
So it's angles and positions.
That comes with experience. You know, there's a lot of influencers now that when I look at their picture, I'm like, wow. But if I tell you as a photographer, I don't know how to use a phone to take a picture.
Yeah.
Really? Are you mocking me?
I am not mocking.
But that's the truth, though. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna pedal back a bit, yeah. Because what I was hearing at the beginning is what I do know actually is the fact that you have a day job that you actually love and enjoy. Yeah. So what I heard was this was a passion, a hobby.
Yeah, it was
that became something.
And then it became a business.
Yeah. So now you took a hobby and became an entrepreneur on your hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's people out there that are listening that. What's another hobby that we can talk about? Give me something.
Cooking,
knitting, makeup. Yeah. So you're basically saying to me, you can take your hobby to another level.
Of course, even dog walking.
Dog walking.
Yeah.
Let's talk about dog walkers. Yeah. Because you can, if you like dogs, yeah. So have you seen many black dog walkers?
I'm not be honest.
You're a fool for that one, Shields.
I just wanted to challenge you here. So it's a nice hobby. So what areas have you been that you've seen dog walkers?
Right, because I walk out in remote areas a lot. You'd be amazed. I've actually seen one.
Guys,
a black dog walker.
If you know me, me, you know I'm always being. If you know me, you know I'm always being controversial. Yeah. But the truth is, I do agree with what you're saying, and I want to zone into that part of saying that a hobby can become a business.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times when we talk to a lot of people that went into entrepreneurship, it was just something they enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I was watching something when we were talking to a lot of people, saying, how did you get into this? Because your degree was that, or your degree was this. And they were like, I just enjoyed fashion.
Yeah.
And I followed it. And then this, and the other.
And you will realise people that actually do follow things like that probably started as a hobby and they're building business are very successful.
Yeah.
Even going back to what you said about you were depressed.
Yeah.
And so actually it's more than just a hobby, because when I think of depression, I think of something that kind of maybe saved you.
It basically took me out of the depression phase slowly. I started finding myself. I realized what I love about photography.
What do you love about photography?
When I started, I did everything. Yeah. I was going to London Bridge to take landscape.
I know people like that.
12 o'clock. Yeah, I did everything. I did faces. I did wedding. Well, I didn't start with weddings actually. I'll tell you my first wedding experience.
Yes, I want to hear that.
Yeah. But I started with faces. I started with a Ugandan lovely lady, very dark skin.
Her name isn't Sheila, but could have been.
I was going to say, are you talking about Sheila, Priscilla? Who are you talking about here?
Well, her name is Berlin. I started with her.
That's a nice name.
I shot her, and I think that's when I thought, I just love
faces.
Dark skin. Not only faces,
dark skin.
I love dark skin faces.
If you weren't here today, you would have been all over this face.
All of you, you know what I mean? Like, that is me, like, you know what I mean? And that's where I started developing myself.
So your clientele?
Yeah.
Does it vary? Or is it more towards the black woman?
Right. I'll tell you the most controversial thing that people think I would have gone bigger if I shot a Caucasian or a brown, more light-skinned brown people.
Right, the colorists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am very, very completely honest that, look, I love them. I've shot them. I actually adore them. They're great. But for me, and the way I like them in my work, I just
prefer the brown
That's
skin.
your niche. That's what you
So this is where we'll go back to that statement that was said. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, you know what
because
I mean?
it's what you're seeing. It's what you're bringing forward. Yeah. Let's talk about your first wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because what I hear about photography is a different kind of art. Because I think people, when we pick certain businesses, you think, how am I going to get money from? Because you might say to somebody, I'm a photographer and I want to photograph your wedding or your children or whatever. Yeah. And they'll say, look, I have a phone, I can take my own pictures. What are you going to do so differently? People have this ignorance about so many things. Yeah. So I'm sure people are always haggling down the price.
Oh yeah.
First experience and...
Right, I'll tell you my first experience of paid job. Well, there were two people actually.
Yeah.
My best mate, Abby. Abby was.
Abby told me a very special words.
Yeah. Well,
and I won't say it on I won't say it on the air.
Yeah. She was my first paid client. I remember she wanted to take some portraits for her. She's just like a new business. She wanted to take some portrait. And I said to her, don't worry, I'll do it for free. And she was like, no, I'm not going to let you do it for free.
That's a good friend.
She paid me £30. She was like, I'll pay you £30 and I'll take you out for a meal.
Yeah.
Then the second paid job, just before the wedding, God bless her soul, she's a dancer. She's dead now.
I remember her. God rest. Yeah, rest in peace.
She came up with this concept that was so dope that I couldn't say no. And we went to a park, we done it, and she paid me as well. And then I didn't even take photography serious at the time. But the wedding was actually my sister's husband, best friend's wedding. Yeah. So they had come to me. I gotta be honest, I must have charged the lowest money at the time. I didn't charge much at the time. But guess what happened? I bought a dodgy memory card on...
Don't say it.
Yeah, I will say it. I bought a dodgy memory card on eBay. You know, I was so excited. It was my first wedding. Get up, ready to go. Church started firing. Then I realized the memory card was corrupt. At that time...
I said, don't say it.
I didn't send any contracts. I didn't sign anything. And you could just see me in the middle of the church crying. And my sister came to me and went, don't worry. Because my sister is a very business person.
Oh, yeah, I know your sister. Listen, I wish we can get her here.
And she said, bro, my husband is going to get you on that memory card. Do not act wrongly. This is your business and you're going to be successful. And she held me.
Yeah.
And I said, thank you. Got me on that memory card and I kept shooting. Then after the wedding, I had to now face the dilemma of explaining to my clients that I didn't lose all their pictures, but I lose the key moments of the first kiss in church.
Oh.
But I was lucky because...
Somebody else had a camera?
No.
A wind up?
The guy just went to me, Ola, he's a good Christian.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
And he just said to me, don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, these things happen. You got other moments.
Oh.
But I learned a lot as someone going into business.
Of course.
I grew from that, and you know, I'm still growing every day. I'm still learning every day, to be honest. Yeah, so.
I think that's the memory that stuck with you. Yeah,
it does.
That was your first ever one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I lost pictures. Yeah,
we've had moments where we've done certain things. You're like, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, but to lose somebody's wedding pictures.
I know. Well, not all of it, but some key moments.
Yeah, that's what I said. It could have been worse. You could have lost all of the wedding. Yeah. At least you realised.
I realised it, and I'm
slightly earlier on into the day.
I just bust out, and my sister was just like,
"Did you cry?"
Right.
Yeah, he said he cried.
Yeah, I did. My sister was like, "You're not gonna cry yet. You know, don't worry. My husband's gonna get you on that memory card. Just continue shooting. We'll sort it out after."
So obviously that was your first big one, and one of your, was it paid?
It was paid. Yeah.
Good money?
No.
Just because experience.
Yeah, because of the experience at the time, and he wasn't sure if I knew I could do the job.
And the reason why I should have spirit question was because I wanted to go on to how do people that are coming into this area of work, what's the best advice you can give them in terms of gaining experience?
Say that again. Let me just get that question properly.
Like, when people are going into photography or this kind of work, the arts, how do you think it's best for them to gain experience?
Right. When I started out, I reached out to a lot of well-known photographers at the time. That, can I come and assist you? I don't even mind carrying your tripods, your light. Yeah. I just wanted to learn. Yeah. You know, some were nice enough to say, sorry, I work on my own. Yeah. Some don't really reply. And the will that I had in me, because I think one thing at the time was I was depressed as a result of being wasting so much time gambling. I was a gambling addict. So.
And we're going to talk about that because we're going to talk about addictions, but not in this particular podcast.
Wow. So it was, so I realized that, okay, fine. YouTube, thank you. I can literally learn anything I want on YouTube.
Can I just stop you there before you go on, Guys, you heard that. YouTube, You can go in there and you can learn things. Yeah. We spoke about this on one of the podcasts that we did on entrepreneurship. You've got to be able to take research and get your own research.
So at the time, my brother-in-law was into photography. He wanted to be into photography. So me and him had a camera. He had one of his friends called Clinton. He lives down the road, actually. So Clinton...
From me or from you? From me or
from you?
Ah,
so
great.
Clinton took us out one weekend. And I have to say a shout out to Clinton, whatever, if he's hearing this.
It's not Bill Clinton, but...
I've lost a bit of touch with him because he's gone to do other things now, actually.
Is he still in photography?
No, he gave up on photography, actually. So he was the one that actually took me on his wing at the time. We would go out to do everything. He showed me the camera settings, how he did it. But I'll say 70% of me, because I call myself self-taught.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that, to say I'm a self-taught photographer, but thanks to you too.
Yeah. No, but do you know what, Shell, you're going to come in on this one. When we're talking about self-taught, people don't underestimate the power that self-development can do for you. Yeah. And there's a lot of ways people can actually self-teach. It's reading, it's researching, because sometimes you're going to ask questions when nobody wants to give you that opportunity.
Of course.
You're going to knock on doors and people won't respond.
We're going to close them. Yeah. So I feel like an entrepreneur has a fighting spirit.
Yeah.
And you can't be knocked down. I used to say this, there's no I can't.
Yeah.
There's never a no in an entrepreneur's head. It's like, I have to stress everything that I have.
It's not a no, it's a different way. If you tell me no, I need to think of a different
way. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. A lot of people, I get a lot of young photographers, even experienced photographers, come to me nowadays and go, "Oh, Photoshop. How did you know Photoshop?" And I tell people, I hated Photoshop when I started. Yeah. When I started photography, Photoshop for me was a no-no.
Yeah.
For the first 3 years of my photography life,
you didn't use it.
I was a Lightroom guru. I learned 200% of what I could know about Lightroom.
Really?
You know what I mean? No, I didn't go in Photoshop because I just want to shoot a skin and make it look as natural as I could.
You've got some lovely pictures, and I know, as I'm saying this, if this is on YouTube, people can see the pictures that are coming up, You've actually shot some really, really cool people. One of the persons that I think you've shot is, I don't want to say his name, but he does do, he's the stand-in guy for Anthony Joshua.
Oh.
Don't say his name.
I can't remember his name.
Don't say his name.
I can't remember
Don't say his name because it's my friend's cousin. Don't say his name.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's family like that.
He's a nice guy.
But he's a lovely guy, and
great guy.
His partner. Those pictures were beautiful.
That was that was nice.
My friend didn't know that I was so close to the photographer.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh no, that's my really good male friend. You must have seen him at my party." And when we saw them pictures, she was like, she follows you now actually.
All right.
And she was like, "Oh, he takes such great pictures."
Yeah.
Your
Instagram that was that particular shoot was a great day actually.
See, I'll be out here in these streets knowing people.
Both of them are too lovely.
They're lovely. They're lovely.
And I think that's why that shoot actually worked. There was a connection.
The chemistry. So when you're on shoots, you're looking for chemistry.
Oh yeah. You have to connect with your clients, man. Yeah. You have to connect.
There's a lot of. I know you're from Nigerian descent, and Nigerians love to dress up and go in front of the camera and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of your shots that you put through.
Yeah.
Now those clients, would you get them by word of mouth?
Yeah. Right.
Or do you have like a business website?
Well, I have a website. Yeah. Lazy Me, which I haven't updated in the last 2-3 years. I'm gonna be honest. That's one of the things I'm doing this year actually, but 90% of my work comes from word of mouth. And I say this to people that when you book me, you're not booking me for that day. Yeah. I'm developing a relationship with you. It's like me and you are partners in creative world now. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. So that's my key thing. So I've had clients that I've shot since 4 years ago. I've seen
some
shot
pages.
them consistently every year, and when they have family.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I keep going.
I've literally seen him shoot people that got married, and then next year he's shooting their first kid, and then it's just like, oh my god, such an evolution.
Yeah. So I the thing is, my name is very important to me.
Tell us about the name.
The Dudu is so important.
Where did it come from?
I was gonna say because Dudu. Obviously, I'm Nigerian, so I don't know if it means
dark. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just as literally as.
Oh, because you like to shoot dark skinned women.
Yeah. So when I started the portraits, that was my intention.
Oh, okay.
To do. You like dark skinned women, and if you look at the logo as well, I find dark, especially dark women. Let me put it that way. Dark women are solid. They like. My mother means a lot to me because she started my photography journey. Yeah, so for me, she's a dark-skinned woman. Yeah. She's great. She's solid. So if you look at my logo, like it's more or less like all the bars are like solid and
it's really good. There's a lot of insight here.
A lot of people don't know.
So we're getting the gems right now, yeah. So even the logo that we pick, or it's not just picking a name. No, when you're picking a branded name or something for your brand to call your name,
it has to be you.
It has to be you. It has to mean something. Yeah, because it represents who you are.
Yeah, it has to stand for something. You have to be able to come and explain it with such passion.
Yeah.
So I think for me as well, like, I'm thinking, I love my photographer, but I'm thinking, damn, why don't you tell me about this guy when I got married, man?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But it's interesting because I can just hear and sense how much you love and how passionate you are for what you do.
Yeah, I love photography. Let me just put it that way.
He does love it.
He loves it.
He actually loves it. And I think a lot of people, it's interesting though, because it's actually got a day job that he does.
I know.
And I want to know, the time discipline.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me a bit about that, because I think with entrepreneurs, sometimes we lack discipline.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like you mentioned just a minute ago, that hence you haven't really worked on your website.
Well, sorry to my partner about this and my daughter and family. I've been told I'm a workaholic. That
Guys,
I
was holding my breath because I thought he was going to say
what?
I can be very obsessed with work, especially photography, that sometimes I literally have no life and I miss a lot of family events, and my daughter misses me sometimes as well because I'm not there. And I can spend hours. It's very difficult to balance, especially wedding season, because one of the things people value me for as well is if I do your wedding, I want your wedding pictures to be out within tops 6 weeks. Maximum. A lot of photographers out there do 3 months, 4 months.
Really?
Some people haven't got
there. They'll give you a couple of shots within like a couple of weeks, and then they'll say, "Oh, the whole album." 3, 6 months.
I don't work that way. The way I kind of branded myself, within 36 hours, you get about 20 good pictures of the all highlights of the day, just in case you want to say, thank you to your people, and within 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I'm getting your digital work out there. You pick your pictures, I'll design your album, and I go through the whole process with you. It's not even that I'm making decisions. I walk through.
See, it's that personal touch.
Yeah.
Because I think when people set up businesses, they forget that you are the brand.
Yeah.
And your reputation goes before you.
Yeah.
So if it's word of mouth or people have heard about the work you do, it's very easy to say, this guy is trustworthy.
And that is what I try to maintain.
And like the handyman I gave you.
Yeah, well,
we won't get into that.
It's and that is, I work with a lot of planners and a lot of wedding coordinators.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are involved in your team, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot, and they kind of put me on the hierarchy of, you know what, Ola has an excellent service, and word of mouth a lot does help.
Yeah.
I try to build to get new clients in, don't get me wrong, but I've noticed in most cases when I hear...
I've heard all this discussion, but I'm still not hearing prices.
Yeah. My range is very reasonable. In fact, for what I offer, I always tell people I'm not expensive for what I do and what I offer. So I have 3 wedding packages. So...
Because I'm tight, what can Sheila afford?
Whatever Sheila.
You're not tight. You just, you like good things. Let me put it that way. And sometimes you don't want to pay for that good thing.
You know me well.
So I have like a bronze package, which is for like a small wedding. We're probably talking about 80 to maybe 100 guests max. And that would just be one photographer. I believe that one is only 1,000.
You said only?
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, Shills.
Listen, I'm listening because that's what I'm talking about, my wedding shoot.
Yeah, that one is only 1,000. Then I have the silver package where you get 10 hours on the day.
Oh, wow.
2 weddings are long hours, but
I know.
2 photographers, and you get an album as well. Very nice, because I like good things as well. I believe if I'm getting married or doing a party, trust me,
you're very Nigerian.
Yeah, it has to be very
You've got to do it well. Yeah,
it got to be done well. And yeah, that one is, I believe, this wedding season, maybe 1.7.
Okay, so close to 2,000.
Yeah, then the gold package is like the best value that people don't actually think is the best value because they look at the price and they go, oh my God. But you get your pre-wedding, a 3 hours pre-wedding. You get a guest book from the pre-wedding.
That's nice.
Yeah, you get a big album.
Yeah.
You get 2 photographers. You get 12 hours on the day.
Yeah.
And that one is 2,200.
You're cheap.
Oh wow. Okay, I've been told that.
You are.
No, you're cheap.
Not cheap. Good value for money.
Good value for money. But in my head, I was, to be honest with you, Sheila, I was waiting for you to say 5 grand.
No.
I promise you.
Okay, let me not be completely honest. You gotta look at, from an entrepreneurial side of things, you gotta look at your target audience.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
and how much you think. That tutu is fight though.
I'm
in the Afro-Caribbean community. I'm sorry.
Listen, guys. Wait, listeners, yeah. When I know people are passionate about money, the accent changes. Yeah, because he even says that too tight is tight so. Wow.
The thing is, you know, I can say 5 grand to an Afro-Caribbean couple.
You're having a laugh, they'll go elsewhere.
And trust me.
See, this is what I said to you, yeah? I'm that couple.
Well, probably. Yeah, in up.
No, but I'll pay.
Yeah, in up. Whereas I've got Caucasian.
Yeah.
Right, that they don't even.
They don't argue with it. It's just what I'm trying to say to you.
They just know what they're getting and they go.
Yeah.
You understand?
You see, what do you not call yourselves again? Coloureds.
You're an idiot, Sheila. She's being silly, listeners. She's trying to rattle me up. She knows I've been too quiet.
No, but I always joke about that, yeah. But see, there's a difference in markets, yeah. And sometimes when we're breaking out in businesses, you've got to know your market audience.
Know your audience.
And it's like, and you've got to put a value on yourself before they value you. Because I started off making a joke saying that, what's the price? Because I'm always holding my breath until you say to me, this is what it is, she was da-da-da-da-da-da. But we've got a wrong mentality as a community, as a society, because I would say no to saying 2,500 what you're offering me, but then I'll comfortably go and spend that on alcohol. Yeah. As part of the wedding.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is what I have to
priorities.
This is what I'm gonna ask my bride and groom when they do book me actually. When they eventually book me, and I tell the bride, what's the most important thing to you on that day?
Yeah.
I've had brides tell me it's my family, I've had brides tell me it's my dress. I've had brides tell me it's my hair and makeup. You have to shoot that one. I know you can. Yeah. And I've had brides go to me, oh my God, we pay so much for the hall. Yeah. So,
please get the hall.
You know what upset me most? Is where a bride is happy to pay some makeup artist, right? £700, £800. Yeah. And I ask you, what's your photography budget? Yeah. And you turn around to me, oh, £500. You were thinking 500 to 650.
That makeup that you want the photographer to then capture.
You know what I mean?
Don't make sense. Make it make sense.
Take the pictures.
Yeah.
And the videographer, you offer me that.
Just to go back to something that was in social media a while ago. The photographer that went to the wedding and they didn't give him food or something.
I had that.
Yeah. What was that story? And then he didn't give him the pictures or something happened.
He deleted the photos, I think.
They were rude to him or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
In my contract, if I work for more than 5 hours at your wedding, you are feeding me and your team and my team.
You have to.
Yeah, that's your contract.
You should have to.
But there's been some situations. And I've only had it on one occasion where the bride and groom have actually counted the head of people coming, and they paid a lot. Maybe it's one of them. It's not a dry hire venue, so they paid like £200 for the food. Yeah. That's right. The bride was very polite to let me know why she was booking me that. Ola, me and my husband are be on a tight thing. Would you mind if we order you like Chinese or something? And I said, you know what?
No problem.
You discussed that with me.
Yeah.
Before I get there.
We know what's up.
But if I turn up at your wedding and you decided you're not feeding me, it's okay. I will do my job.
For 5 hours?
No.
I'll take my lunch break.
But bear in mind, I'm going to take about 2 to 3 hours for my lunch.
Oh, okay.
So whatever happened between that story,
it's not going to get captured.
Yeah.
It's not getting
So there's a way in. I think because you know what? Because I don't know if there's like a photographer society, like we're having social work, like where photographers get together and say these are the rules.
Yeah.
Because everybody.
Well, no, I think it's in a contract. I know we had a contract, so he just said, I don't care what you feed me, but just please ensure that there's food. So I had it for 12 hours, yeah. But in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know. I like to plan and organise things, but for a bride, for you to not think about how you're going to feed everybody. The only people I'm not feeding at my wedding is the people that are serving the food, like the people that work at the venue. Yeah. Everyone else needs to get fed.
Yeah, but it's very rare that happens.
Because I only brought that because it's such a big deal.
No, it's very rare because you're probably working with a coordinator and your coordinator knows she doesn't feed it. She ain't getting no pictures.
Yeah. Because the reason, because it was such a big thing on the blog,
socials,
and that a lot of photographers spoke up, saying that people have got to be more polite to photographers.
Oh, let's not talk about polite. That one, people are rude.
But, you know, I just think it's a great experience, yeah? And guys, listeners, if you've heard anything today, I think I'm taking away that hobbies can become passions and business ventures,
Of course.
And furthermore, I think you've got to think about your target audience, and price it accordingly to who you're going after.
So pretty much. And obviously, it's the industry is, you will be amazed how competitive the industry is.
I can only imagine, because we've got iPhones now.
Yeah, I'll say last year, even with professional photographers, last year, 2 years before, I would just go, I'm charging you 2K, but I'm giving you 50% discount, because I wasn't bothered. But now the industry is so competitive now that you have to make sure you're telling your client that, look, this is why I charge this.
What I charge, you've got to explain yourself.
You got, I mean, sometimes it can get a bit tiring, like you're like,
it's a business, isn't it? It's repetitive.
It's a business, and you have to be ready. So I do like a 30-minute consultation now, where I want to know what your wedding is about and things like that. Even if I'm doing your portrait, like your birthday shoot, I want to know what you're wearing. I want to know.
I love your birthday shoots, actually. They're really good.
You know, things like that. So
a question not even a question, like, just because we're going to wind up. We have to wind up, guys. And I know there's loads of questions, and I have loads of questions. We might have to have you back, actually.
No worries.
Just because I think we haven't covered this kind of art before.
No.
In that sense. This is a lot of relationship building. To get clients in this area. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody knows somebody. Now, there's a lot of scope for you to travel and do photos everywhere. And how do you make those connections? Because at the beginning of the year, you was in Cyprus.
I was, and I might be off to Dubai again in March.
Take me. I want to be on a yacht.
Take us.
And you know what to do on yachts now.
Please. We can, hey! Shake it up.
But guys, we have to go. And Dudu, I call you Ola. I call you brother even. We need you back.
No worries,
definitely. I think what I've taken from it, there's a story, and I know it's not for this segment, but there's definitely a story that I personally want to hear anyway, about how you got into all of this. So,
and like I said, guys, we don't make false promises. He will be back, and he will be doing another podcast, and we'll be talking about different things that we like to talk about here. But for now, Dudu, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. I wish I could talk longer, obviously, but thank you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do... I want you to let people know what your social handlers are.
Okay, yeah.
Go on, let them know.
So the website is www.duduimages.co.uk, and my social handle, which is only Instagram, is at Dudu Images, and then I have Dudu Weddings as well. DUDU Weddings, DUDU Images.
Guys, we're gonna have all that stuff flowing out on the timeline, so you'll see it. Ola, honestly, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming. Coffee Morning Laughter.
Thank you.
Ola.
I've always wanted to be on this.
I made it.
One of those.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Take care. Bye.